And yeah, who do y'all got?
I mean, I'll be curious to see who the chat thinks, but let's take you down to the field as we have the players joining up right now as game number 1 is about to be underway. K7 gonna take it away for you.
Thank you very much, Toast. And at the tip-off, Luis takes it almost uncontested, blasting it into SCG territory. But there's Joda up the wall, setting it up for Matt. Matt with the shot and stopped off the post. Oh, what a way to start the game. No goal, though, but a very, very close play as the ball gets bounced into SCG deep territory. Here comes T-Monkey trying to make a stop, unable to do so, bouncing it into the corner. Here comes Luis, knocking it off the wall, bouncing off the ceiling. Here comes the drill shot, and bouncing it, and tipped by Matt into the wall. That was a last-second tip there, because that was heading right at the goal. Here comes T-Monkey with the shot. Can they stop it? Yes, they do. Beautiful save by Joda on on Champions Field. Little hiccup there, but here comes Matt bouncing it off the corner once again, and it stays into Shreks territory as E1 up knocks it into the corner and trying to do something with it. Here comes SCG KMK. We have KMK now, so bouncing it forward. Here comes Joda juggling it forward, knocking it into the corner, trying to do something with it. Gets intercepted by E1. Nice play there. And there's Luis out of nowhere in the middle of the air. And the shot by E1 up is completely blocked by a wall of SCG. And T-Monkey getting control once again, knocking it over the head of Matt. Here's the rebound, and no one's there to take the shot. Unfortunate break there for the Shreks, but here comes Luis coming out of nowhere once again, bouncing off the ceiling. Here's the cross, and stopped by Joda. Nice play there, knocking it into Shreks territory. Here comes E1 up, taking control, trying to get it past Matt. He does. Is it an open goal? It is not. No, KMK is there and makes the stop, making his presence known. But here comes, and Joda now gaining control of the ball, going for the little chip shot, and stopped by Luis. Not fooled at all. That would have fooled me completely, but that is beside the point. I am not at champion level. So here comes KMK with the cross, and stopped. And now Joda gets control of the ball once again, knocking it into the wall. Here comes T-Monkey getting control, and KMK staying in the goal. It looks like they brought in a defensive specialist, and T going for the shot, and Joda making the save. Knocking it into the air. Here's the cross. No one's there. They were anticipating a fast break and ended up not getting one. So here comes Luis. Nice little interception there, but there's KMK knocking it into the ceiling. E1 up, trying to do something with it. Bounces it in front of the goal, and Matt gets control of the ball. Here comes Luis with the cross, and stopped by Joda. The defense is on point, but here comes T-Monkey with the beautiful shot. But Joda with a last-second save, staying with it. I thought that ball was gonna go in. I am wrong, though, but here comes a nice little set by Luis. Joda is not fooled, getting his 3rd save of the day so far on this 0-0 score. But there's T-Monkey with an epic goal line save himself. Getting T-Monkey over the top and brings it home. 1-0 Shreks.
Took a long time, but we finally got our first goal of the series. T-Monkey with a beautiful solo dribble effort down the field, finally putting somebody on the board. Shreks getting the first goal of the series. 2:02 left to go. One thing to pay attention to, both teams not having as much offense as they've had in their past matches. Right now, both teams just trying to create plays, but at the same time, both are reading their plays really well. I mean, almost every shot has been saved so far.
Yep, indeed. Do you think it's a matter of both teams trying to feel each other out, trying to get a idea of how the other team plays, which I find kind of hard to believe considering they played each other so many times. It's like they're both very cautious and they both know what plays each team is going to be making.
I think both teams right now are in a spot where they don't want to commit too hard to the point where they give the other team an open net goal, especially with KMK taking the place for Sal in this SCG lineup. SCG might be trying to get organized a little bit too. I mean, they've had 2 roster changes right now that they probably weren't anticipating to have today. But right now, 60 seconds, we'll see who can come out on top in game 1.
Indeed. It looked like T-Monkey had a shot there, but he ended up getting bumped out of the way by Team SCG. And trying for the cross there, but Joda says no. We are still at a 1-0 score. Luis with the miss. Matt with the chip. Matt with the shot, and it floats in front of the goal, and E1 Up takes control of the ball. But there's KMK back on defense once again. Luis going for the back shot. Here comes T-Monkey with the shot. Stopped by Joda. They are putting all their defense on the line to keep themselves alive, but E1 Up with the miss. Luis, though, following up with his teammate, trying to do something with it. Nice little double tap, keeping himself as a bit of a mobile wall. Oh, unfortunate break there by E1. Bounced it too high, so Luis couldn't get it. But T-Monkey is on the defensive end, making sure that nothing comes of that one. And here goes the bounce. Nice save by KMK, trying to do something with it, but there's Joda. Once again, Luis chipping it up in the air. KMK going for the shot off the wall. They are in a non-stop play right now. Here's the chip into the corner. No! That is game 1-0 Shreks!
Wow, what a game one there. If you would have told me only one goal was going to be scored in the game, I would have had a hard time believing you, but here we are, and it's a solo goal nonetheless. And I think it's just because SCG getting caught on the back foot as T-Monkey raced back and was able to put it in the back of the net. But what a game one we had here. We're having some questions for a new server, so it looks like we're gonna reset the lobby really quick, and then we'll join back in. But wow, what a game one. Both teams showing great potential here, I think, for this matchup.
Indeed. We saw an offensive showcase in the semifinals, and the first round of the finals has turned into a defensive showcase. So fantastic plays on defense from both sides, and Shreks were able to just sneak one by. The SCG made one mistake that entire match, and unfortunately it cost them.
Yeah, and I think that's probably going to be a good tale for this matchup, is that any play can be the game-winning play at this point. At least if the trend continues from game number one. Right now, every decision matters, every save counts, and basically at the same time, every shot counts, because it might just take that one shot to go in, and you don't want to waste any opportunity right now, because right now, being a one-goal game, oh my goodness, I am loving it already.
Indeed. We couldn't ask for any better. That was a close game, showcasing how good on defense both these teams are. But that game is now in the books. We are in game 2 of the finals, and here we go. And as we see out of the tip-off, Shreks taking an early offensive push. Here goes Luis with the shot. Nice little change up there. But Joda able to float and stay with it. But E1 Up with making his midfield presence known, knocking it into the side, disrupting any play. But KMK chips it over T-Monkey, but there's E1 following up really well, but the ball gets bounced clear back into midfield, into Shrek's territory, right into the hands of Luis. Luis bringing it up the wall, trying to knock it in, but there's Matt with the save. Nicely done there. E1 Up, getting in front of the ball instead of T-Monkey, but T-Monkey smartly going back, but not smartly, ends up bumping into Luis. But KMK, though, not fooled, ends up making the save itself, chipping it over the head of the diving Shreks player. But Luis is back on defense. Great rotation going on right now. But as we see, Matt passes it to his teammate Joda. Midfield, Joda taking control of the ball, bouncing it up in the air. Here's the set, here's the missed shot. Unfortunate break there for Team SCG as the ball just kind of bounces lazily in front of the goal. Right, so now Shreks, T-Monkey with the miss. E1 bullying his way to disrupt that play. Here comes Luis, mid-air stop. And wait, did that count as a save for Matt? I don't know. But all right, but here comes Luis once again, knocking at midfield. E1 trying to do something. Nice little misdirect there, but not on target as the ball crashes into the side wall with a triple miss. Oh no! Unfortunate break there for everyone involved. Oh, nice little juggle there, getting it past two defenders. Joda, one defender left, going for the shot, and stopped by T-Monkey. Great play there. As T-Monkey takes control of the ball, bounces it deep into SCG territory, but KMK regains control of the ball. T-Monkey, though, putting it in reverse, knocking it into the corner, but Joda, though, finally getting it past that machine we call T. So here he goes into the corner. Here comes Luis, bounces up the wall, trying to get control, trying to make some play out of it. Is Joda getting back on time, making the defensive stop, regaining control of the ball, but ends up getting blocked. Ends up getting blocked by E1. Then there's T, bouncing off the back wall. Can E1 do anything? Luis, though, tries to do something, but SCG gets the ball first. Here's the chip and the block again by Matt. That is his third save of the game. And E1 up, seeing what could have been a fast break, gets back on defense in time, stopping that play from happening as T-Monkey knocks it up into the air, and Joda getting control of the ball, bouncing it into the wall. Here's the cross, and T gets, double miss! Can they do something with it? Joda with the off-target shot into the wall. That was an opportunity missed. Unfortunate break there for SCG. And here we go, knocking it forward once again. Here comes Matt, trying for the cross, misses it, mistimes it, a lot of mistimes, a little bit sloppier this game than game one, but is what it is. But KMK regaining control of the ball, trying to do something himself, unable to make the double tap in the air as T-Monkey makes the interception, blasting it back into SCG territory. Here comes Matt, bouncing it off the wall and pushing it forward, but Luis is there making the stop. Matt, though, crossing it clear across the half of the court, but KMK is back in time, disrupting that play once again. We are at a minute 30 left with nothing happening. Toast, do you think anything is going to happen soon?
It's got to at this point, and it's gonna hopefully, maybe not. You know, at the way these teams are playing right now, this could easily go into overtime, as both teams are just having a hard time finding the back of the net, and because neither is making it easy. And I think that's exactly what they're wanting. This is a good defensive matchup right now between these two teams, so both are gonna need to get really creative, and that was a great opportunity right there by Luis. But you're gonna have to get real creative at how you try to set up these plays. You're gonna have to do something that the other team just doesn't expect.
Absolutely, because just like we saw in game one, these are two teams that know each other very, very well. They know what plays are coming, so you need to pull something out of that magic hat of yours just to get it past a defender. Here comes the cross and the bounce, and off-target shot thanks to T-Monkey. Nice defensive job there, but he bounces off the ceiling a little bit too hard and gets it past both his teammates. Unfortunate, but there's the long shot and goal! Team SCG taking advantage of a long shot on the three-man offense. E1 unable to get back on time, and SCG taking an what appears to be an almost insurmountable 1-0 lead with 22 seconds left to go.
Wow, what a long angle shot to find that upper 90. Looking for two right here. Can they do it?
Indeed. They have 10 seconds left to go. T-Monkey ends up getting some help. Crossing it. Can they score it? They do. We are tied with 5 seconds left to go.
T-Monkey wrapping it around. KMK trying to make the defense, and then two members of SCG caught in the corner. They couldn't make it back in time. This is just unfortunate for SCG. We're back to where we started. 1-1 now. We are probably looking at an overtime match here.
Indeed. As you say it, unless a miracle is pulled out of their asses, that we are going to go into overtime, but the ball is still alive. KMK with the long shot, but misses the corner, and we are into overtime. 1-1. Here we go. E1 getting the tip off, bouncing off the corner. Can they do something? Here's the cross, and oh man, beautiful defensive play by SCG, trying to do something with it, but here goes T-Monkey off the cross. Joda getting himself into the play, making yet another save. That is his third save of the game. Looking at the stats right now, we have 3 saves from Matt, 3 saves from Joda, 1 save from KMK. They are keeping this game alive. They will not say die. But as I say that, KMK getting control of the ball, getting intercepted by Luis midfield. Here comes E1 up, not able to do anything of it as Joda knocks the ball over his head. T trying to get control, knocks it over Joda's head. But there's KMK knocking it into the corner, going for the cross, trying to do something with it. E1 able to disrupt that play, and then Luis pitches it into the corner. Matt, though, with a beautiful out-of-nowhere stop, knocking it into the territory, but there is T-Monkey doing the same thing. KMK trying to get the clear, unable to do so. Luis with a shot, but it looked like he was trying for a shot, but ended up being a cross, but unable to do anything out of that one. But there's E1 coming out of nowhere yet again, but KMK not fooled, making the read, making the stop. Here comes T, unable to square that one up, and ends up being just a nice little interception for Joda. But Luis misses the shot. I don't know what's going on, but he has been a little bit off target in this match. But here's the cross, and a little too slow as T ends up getting control. Joda, though, able to make the midfield control, and blocked by Luis. Game save and save. But there's the next cross off the top of the wall, and SCG takes game 2.
Take a look at it, Luis. I think he wanted just a little bit more oomph on that clear, but it comes right back in his face to send it across, and Joda off of the pass from Matt, able to drive it in home. And SCG taking game 2. Two very, very close games so far. The series tied at 1 now. This is the match I think we've all been waiting for all season long, and we're getting there right now.
That is absolutely right. So far, this is everything that we've expected for a league finals. We had some, let me just count the saves. 4 for Matt, 3 for Jodo, 1 for KMK, 6 shots, 2 goals total. Matt with a goal, Jodo with a goal. This was an entire team effort so far. Shreks gave them everything they could. 5 shots from Luis, 3 from T-Monkey, 1 from E1 up. It's just everything is insane. And as we see in chat, it looks like E1's mic may have exploded. We don't know the exact details, but his mics aren't working. So we will see what happens with that one going forward.
Yeah, while they get that situation sorted out, like you were breaking it down, what I find very interesting about that stat sheet that we just saw is the fact that Shreks had so many shots, but SCG had all the saves to back it up. And then they managed to find the 1 goal in overtime that gives them the win. And I think that's what it is going to come down to, is it can sometimes be that one save, that one shot that will allow your team to come ahead here. And in this defensive matchup that we've been seeing, again, that creativity or almost patience is going to be the key right now. If you're gonna overcommit, if you end up overcommitting, trying to force something that's just not gonna work, that maybe they've already stopped 5 times now, you're gonna have to think of something new and just be patient in the opportunity. Don't get so impatient that you end up making yourself vulnerable on your own side of the field.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as we're saying that, we have started with game 3 right now. We have had some back and forth play so far with a nice shot by Luis, but a save by Matt. And Luis with another shot ends up denting the top of the crossbar. Unfortunate break there for Luis, because that would have been the goal had it been a little bit more on target. But here comes Matt trying to do something with the play, trying to stop that from happening. But there's Luis trying to do anything and gets intercepted by KMK. T-Monkey trying to get control of the ball, unable to do so. Ball's bouncing into the corner for Shreks as the ball gets bounced into the ceiling now. And T-Monkey getting control of the ball. Here comes Joda trying to make the stop, gets it. Oh, T-Monkey, beautiful play, knocking it over the head, but here goes there is KMK once again. Luis, though, with the save off a long midfield aerial shot. And KMK getting control of the ball once again, but here comes E1 up, knocking it, trying to get it clear, trying to get it across, and with a traffic jam shot, KMK is able to get the goal scored. Here comes the counter by Matt. KMK parking himself right in front of the ball, misdirecting it past T-Monkey, and SCG taking the first goal in game 3.
What a beautiful redirect by KMK, and he's moving at almost full speed right there in the middle of that goalie box and just finds the reaction to use the backside of his car to redirect that into the near post. Beautiful read by KMK to put his team up 1, and I think that's the earliest goal we've had in the series so far.
That it has been, and that was a beautifully set up play right in the middle of essentially New Jersey Turnpike traffic. But here we go, continuing on. Joda knocking it into the wall, trying to do something with it, unable to do so. And E1 up, getting control of the ball. It is almost an open goal, but Matt and KMK get back on time. Gets it past 1, gets it past 2. Luis with the beautiful goal, and we are now tied once again.
Take a look at this. You see KMK, he reads the ball just a little bit differently as it's coming in on the cross, and then as it slips by him, it ends up being the perfect center for his team to get the shot off. Well done by Shreks to find the answer and to find it relatively quickly, but oh no!
Oh no! What happened there? KMK with the shot. Beautiful interception by T. Beautiful demo by E1. Completely opening up the goal for a Luis long shot, and the Shreks take the lead. Absolutely amazing play there.
All of a sudden, back-to-back goals for Shreks, and now SCG is trailing here in game number 3. I think it's going to be... I guess that's the unpredictability of kickoffs right there for you.
Indeed, indeed. It looked like it was going to be a beautiful, beautiful goal shot there by SCG, but Shreks turned that frown upside down and ended up being a goal for them. Beautiful heads-up play, like it looked like it was scripted. I don't know, because I don't know the playmaking. But as we continue on, Shreks make a nice little defensive stop right there, trying to do something with it. T-Monkey keeping the defense streak going, blasting it. Nice clear there, blasting it deep into SCG territory, and coming up the wall, keeping it there. But there is Matt once again trying to do a clear himself. E1 up though, coming out of nowhere with the intercept, and Luis though with the shot, but unable to do so. And the ball stopped in front of the goal, and T unable to get anything out of that one. And E1 though, staying with the ball, knocking it into the wall, trying for the cross. KMK with the clear. Joda off the top of his head, going for the clear himself. But T-Monkey is there once again. His presence is absolutely unstoppable right now. But as we continue on, Joda is able to punch it into the corner, but there's Luis once again putting his body on the line, keeping the ball into SCG territory, and there's T-Monkey knocking it into the corner. But Matt gets the interception with the clear, knocking it into midfield. But there's E1 once again. Nice little love tap back into midfield, trying to wait for his team, giving his teammates time to get back on defense. That I think is one of the unspoken plays that is insanely important at this level.
Oh, 100%. If you can, especially when you're facing a lot of pressure, the more time you can buy yourself to get organized as a team is it's insanely valuable. And it's hard to put an exact number on how valuable it is, but when your team is just feeling stressed, to give them any sort of breathing room can make all the difference.
Oh, beautiful play there by T-Monkey. 47 seconds left to go. Just takes it the entire length of the court, gets it past Matt, chips it over the head of I think that was either, I forget, was that KMK or Joda? I don't know. But he chips it over the head of the second defender and just brings it home. Shreks take a 3-1 lead.
This is the first 2-goal differential we're seeing here in this matchup. Again, based off what we're seeing, it's going to be tough to get those 2 goals back in such a short amount of time.
Indeed, indeed. This is the first game that we've had that's gone beyond 1 goal itself. But there's KMK getting it past T-Monkey. But Luis with the interception in the corner. Here's the shot by Matt, and over the head of the defender, burying it home in what looked like a bit of a statement goal, saying, hey, you guys may have the lead, but we are not out yet. Because look how fast we can just dunk this home on you.
Huge power, 20 seconds. We'll see if they can take the advantage off this kickoff here. And they're going to have to do it very quick, though.
Indeed, indeed. But look at E1 trying to come back strong, but is unable to square himself up off that double tap. But we have 10 seconds left to go. Matt with the ball, intercepted by T-Monkey. Ball's bouncing in front of the Shreks goal, but intercepted by E1. Oh my god, his presence is absolutely undeniable this game. And the Shreks now take a 2-1 lead.
Shreks forcing the first match point now. And that was a different game. It's still a 1-goal game final, but a little bit of a different one compared to the other 2 that we saw, where this one was not a standstill in terms of the goals. Both teams able to find more than 1 goal in this one. And I don't know, maybe the gameplay is changing. I mean, take a look at Luis, 6 shots by himself to match the entire SCG team.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Just just the absolute presence of T-Monkey and E1 Up made this game possible for the Shreks. Those interceptions, those defensive stops created tons of opportunities. Like, I lost count with just the sheer number of stops that they had. Just, it's like, even if it was just like a little tap to midfield, it still delayed it enough time. It broke up that fast break. It's like that presence has been key. So yeah, in game point, Shreks are up 2-1. Can SCG come back and take this one?
Well, you're about to find out. Again, get hype in the chat. Let us see who you're rooting for. Do you think Shreks are going to close it out right now? Will SCG force it to a game 5? It's going to be a tough one for either team. But right now, SCG not looking to give up their undefeated record just yet.
Indeed, indeed. But as we continue on, as we say that, the Shreks keep the momentum going with a beautiful intercept. Beautiful pass. Unfortunate miss by KMK as Luis just carries that one home. He basically guided that ball into the goal. Beautiful play there by the Shreks as they take a 1-0 lead in a deciding Game 3. Can they unseat? Can they defeat the undefeated? Can they defeat 2 undefeateds in one day?
I mean, what a feat that would be. It almost looked like Joda caught in the corner.
It looked like Luis ended up going for the demo instead of the ball. E1 missing that one. Luis ends up going for the boost at the wrong time, opening up the wall. And, maybe we had a DC. I don't know.
At least in that replay, like Joda lost. He was kind of just stuck, or he just wasn't moving for a second. We'll see how that gets handled.
Well, it looks like he's back, so he is playing now. But Matt going for the shot, or Matt going for the stop, unable to do so. Yeah, Joda, it looks like he is back right now. He did do a slight DC, but it didn't matter. The DC, the DC happened on the team that scored the goal. So.
You know, you don't expect that, but it worked out, I guess.
I guess they don't need him. I guess I'll die. I guess we'll just score. But as we continue on, Luis bullying his way into the ball right there. But SCG KMK intercepts at midfield once again and goes for a beautiful pinch cross. Getting it past 1, getting it past 2. They take the lead. Oh my God. What a beautiful cross. And what a beautiful pinpoint shot. Getting it between 2 defenders.
I don't think you can ask for a better pass, and I don't think you can ask for a better shot. That is a perfect 1-2 play from the corner right into the center to drill it on the near post. And I think they were probably expecting a back post play there, but just finds the perfect hole in between the defenders, and SCG now playing with the lead after trailing.
Indeed, he threaded the needle on that one, but that could not have been possible without an absolutely perfect pass. And, oh no! Double unfortunate events there. Look like SCG was pulling out the demo train and ends up crossing the shot too far, gets intercepted by Luis, knocks it to himself for a beautiful wall aerial shot over the defender, and goal, and we are tied once again.
I think everyone was expecting a goal on the opposite end to give SCG a 3-1 lead, but like you said, some demos and some bumps on that end, all of a sudden, it turned around to a goal for the Shreks.
I don't know. That was absolutely incredible. That was an absolute counter turnaround. But like these teams, we have to continue on. We can't just keep sitting on that one. We can talk about it later. But that was probably the goal of the game, in my opinion. But as we continue on, the Shreks continue their pressure, but a beautiful clear there into the misdirect. Beautiful clear by Joda across the entire length of the court into the waiting head of KMK for the open goal.
I want to know what the communication was like, because KMK was just there and ready for it as soon as it was cleared out. I mean, what a play to just be in the right place at the right time.
I thought someone was having mic issues, but I don't know about that one. And it looks like a bit of a miss by E1. His pinpoint control looks to be slightly dimming right now, unfortunately. T with a nice little play, but there's E1. Nice little shot there, but Joda is not fooled on that one. Here comes the cross and the block. Nice block by T-Monkey, but they are waiting for it, and they score again. 4-2 SCG.
And there is the problem. Luis clears out his teammate T-Monkey. Both of them wanted to try and go after that ball. I think that's a key miscommunication right there. And now Shreks are down 2 for their first time this series.
Indeed, indeed. But as we say that, the Shreks definitely have the power to pull this one off, but with the defensive plays that we've been seeing. But as I say that, there you go. Beautiful play there by the Shreks. Off the intercept. Beautiful shot in the absolute perfect spot. Luis ends up distracting Matt. Matt looked like he was moving to avoid getting bumped, and it ends up being the perfect timing, and the ball went in.
Yeah, I think that was almost just the mere presence of intimidation. By being around the goal can be enough to spook the opponent.
Indeed, just the mere presence and saying, like, I could bump you, but I'm not going to. So we're just going to move you out of position, and as such, the ball's just going to roll right on in. But as I say that, nice intercept by E1, keeping it into SCG territory. Ends up bumping the guy completely out of position. Joda going for the little cheeky chip shot, but T ends up putting itself in his way. Here goes Luis, though. Nice save there. But there's Matt on the counter, but T-Monkey is back. But oh, nice little cross there, but no one was there to receive it. Luis getting control of the ball, bounce off the ceiling, unable to do anything of it as KMK gets the intercept, but there's T-Monkey once again, knocking it off the wall, trying to do something of it. Matt is there, but oh! T going for the little chip, but gets blasted across court by KMK. Joda, though, getting control of the ball, getting it past Luis once, getting it past Luis twice, and Luis carries it into his own goal. Can we get an F in chat for that one?
Joda just sends it on ahead. Luis trying to get back in time, and it just bounces off the perfect corner to go into his own net. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, and it's back to a 2-goal difference between the two teams.
Indeed, indeed. But as the ball gets kind of dead fish in the middle of the field, Matt ends up getting control of it, but gets bumped out of the way for his trouble. T-Monkey getting control of the ball. They have an almost insurmountable two-goal deficit with 40 seconds left to go. Can the Shreks do anything? Or will SCG tie the series up? Beautiful save by Joda off the little love tap shot. Open goal. Can they get back in time? Joda going up for the shot. Oh, KMK blasting Luis into oblivion, but no one is there to follow up on that one. T-Monkey getting control of the ball once again, bouncing off the back wall. Here comes the cross, and the shot gets blasted into the corner. But there's Luis with the play, and Joda clearing it for his team instead. E1 up, bouncing off the wall. Joda with the intercept and shot. Luis with a beautiful save. The defense has been a little bit spottier this game at the cost of some goals, but SCG taking game 4 and tying the series up. We are in a game 5.
Our first and only game 5 of the day, and it comes in the finals. And I think when it comes down to it, it's going to be who can play their last game to the most amount of perfection that they have left in the tank right now. When you take a look, and I'm taking a look specifically at this 2-goal differential here, and how that could have been avoided if you're the Shreks. 1 and 2 plays stick out to me. 1, the accidental Luis own goal, and the miscommunication of Luis just drilling T-Monkey out on the goal line defense when both of them were they double committed for the clear. And I think you take that out, it's a different game. I'm not saying they win that, but at least to avoid that situation. So whoever can play the cleanest game 5 right now, I think is going to take this one.
Honestly, I agree with that one. This is a game of perfection. Any mistake will cost them. Because at this level, you cannot make those kinds of mistakes. And that game, the Shreks kind of got played by SCG. But we are in Game 5. It is a completely clean sheet right now. Who's going to win?
We're about to find out. Show the hype in the chat. This is what it's all come down to. The final match, the final game of the season about to take place. One thing that's been interesting is that as we've gone through each game, the amount of goals scored has only gone up.
Oh, beautiful play there by the Shreks. Reading the defense right there, making it chip up. Luis coming on strong, but unfortunately none of the defenders were too tricked on that one. And oh, nice save by Joda, and a follow-up, and another stop! Oh my gosh! That was some beautiful, beautiful pressure by the Shreks, but SCG, their defense will not be broken just yet. Oh, nice cross by E1 there to Luis, but Luis unable to square up the shot on that one as the ball gets bounced into the corner of SCG territory. Luis going for the little aerial juggle, trying to throw them off, and all Joda and Matt had to do was just simply wait for an opening to occur. But as we continue on, Joda with a long shot across the map, but T-Monkey making a beautiful stop. I thought that was going to go right on in. But as we continue on, Luis with a nice little play there. KMK trying to clear, but Luis is not going to be denied. Here's the cross, but Matt stops that one. T-Monkey, coming up hot, coming up from behind, and KMK getting control of the ball once again. Here goes Luis. Here comes the cross. Midfield, up goes Joda. He doesn't get it, but the ball goes a little too far, and E1 is unable to handle it. But here comes T-Monkey once again, making a nice attempt, but is stopped by two of the SCG players. T-Monkey get back on defense at time, getting control of the ball once again, gets intercepted by Matt as the ball bounces towards the goal. Nice save by E1. Here comes Joda up the wall, trying to get control of the ball, getting to pass one, and the ball's bouncing midfield. KMK getting control of the ball now. Here comes Luis, over the head of Luis, beautiful save there by T. Once again, he does not want to go home unhappy. He wants to finish this series off. The ball bounces off the post. Oh no! Joda though, getting control of the ball. Can they do anything? Ball's in front of the goal. Cleared by T-Monkey. Unfortunate break there. Oh! Oh man! What happened there? T-Monkey getting the ball, bouncing off the wall, self-pass, and the shot against an exhausted SCG offense. And the Shreks now take a 1-0 lead.
I just think Matt wasn't expecting that shot, or at least he wasn't in the position to handle it. And after such an opportunity on the opposite side, that has to sting if you're SCG. I mean, such an opportunity to take the lead, and it just gets counterattacked on you. And we're almost back to the Game 1 situation where it took so long for the first goal to come out, and I'm wondering if it's going to stay like that for the rest of this Game 5.
Well, if it does, then that's really good news for the Shreks because they have the lead right now. T-Monkey getting control of the ball once again, trying to do something with it, get bunched out of the way by Matt. Luis trying to get control of the ball, unable to do so. It is up to E1 to do something. He does. He gets control of the ball. He clears it. The only one left is Matt. Can he do something with it? Here's the chip. Here's the cross, and stopped by the just returning SCG team. They were like deers. That Matt was the deer in the headlights, but that was a beautiful stop by SCG. But nice shot by KMK. But Luis with the essentially a game-saving stop right there. And going for the corner shot, unable to do so as Joda gets control of the ball. T-Monkey coming in hot, knocking up the wall. Into the corner once again. Here comes E1, but there's KMK with the ball. T reading that one like a book, bouncing off the back of the wall. Can Luis do anything with it? No, off the crossbar. It is dented once again. Joda chipping it up, ball's floating midfield. Who's going to get to it first? E1 does. Joda off the read, bounces it into the corner. Nice job there on defense. Here's the next cross. Matt stops that one, and Joda gets control of the ball. Here comes E1, ends up pitching it towards his own territory, but T-Monkey is able to get back in time using some of that boost. Ends up spiking it into the ground. Joda, go for the shot. Oh, big goal! Luis caught, turning, and goal! We are now tied once again.
I mean, what a time to score it. 51 seconds left. And right now, we're getting close, at least to looking at how the goals have been scored. We're looking at a potential overtime situation. But right now, both teams have to play smart. This is not a time that you can afford to make a mistake. You have to play clean right now. Keep it clean. Do not let yourself be vulnerable.
Indeed. We have 35 seconds left to go. We may be going into overtime, and with how these games have been played, we may be in for a 20-minute overtime at this rate. But as we continue on, Team Monkey trying to get control of the ball. Here's the, double commit there, but right at the goal, thankfully. Joda then gets control of the ball midfield off that clear. Nice clear there. Bounces it off the ceiling, trying to do something with it, and Luis not being fooled. Trying for the shot, but Matt gets control of the ball. Luis staying with it, doing his patented shot and block, but he misses the finish. Oh no! But there's Team Monkey countering it midfield. Ball's going to this goal. Stopped by Joda. Game saving, but saved by E1. We are goal 2-1. 1 second left to go. E1 may have just won it for the Shreks.
What a perfectly placed shot. Matt just couldn't get up in time to make the last save. They need to do something on the kickoff here.
Oh my god, 1 second left to go. What's gonna happen? Luis blocks it. KMK taking control. We are at 0 seconds. Shreks with the lead, and game, set, match, Shreks. Congratulations, the Shreks are your Slips League champions.
What a finish that was in the literal last second. One up finds the back of the net. Right off the counter. SCG tried to clear it, but they couldn't get enough force on it.